Hello and a very warm welcome to a sparkling Sydney Harbour and another season of 18-foot skiff racing. Once again, the Sail Media team will be bringing the coverage to you, and wherever you are watching, around Australia or around the world, it is great to be with you for what promises to be another outstanding year of skiff sailing from the iconic venue of Sydney Harbour. I'm Peter Shipway. Good afternoon to you all, and good afternoon to my fellow commentators. Firstly, we say hello to Andrew Buckland. Andrew, how was the winter, and how's your weather forecasting? Talk us through it today.
Well, Pete, is that a trick question? How was the winter? I think it is, isn't it? It was very good.
It's now spring, Andrew. First mistake. Doesn't take long.
Well, it's strange, isn't it, Peter? You know, we had the hottest spring, and now we've got back to very spring-like conditions today. Quite cool here in Sydney. Desultory, sort of 8-knot easterly wind, and the committee just prevaricating here, but it looks like we might end up on the easterly course. But the models all had the wind around 100 for start time, and that's about where it's turned up.
Okay, well, there's a lot of new crews, crew changes, new boat, some familiar faces missing, which we'll talk about throughout the day. But we say good afternoon to our Captain and Commander, Jimmy Bury. Good afternoon to you, Jimmy. And the course today, please, in this lovely lightish east-northeasterly breeze.
G'day, Shippo. Yeah, very difficult one to figure out the course today. It's displaying course number 1 on the start boat, which is traditionally a nor'east course. And we're moving closer and closer to Garden Island, which is the naval base in the background. And but yeah, so we do sail this. It's going to be, I think they're manipulating us a bit longer course length for the work. Probably Bucko is what Bucko was trying to explain to me before.
Yeah, I mean, the beat will be a little shortened by the amount of east in the breeze. I was optimistic they might go to course 2, but they put the 1 flag back up, so...
Maybe they only packed the number 1 flag. It's early days.
It's early days.
So, Andrew, another long season going to culminate with the JJs in March. So we've got a lot of sailing between now and then. One new boat, which is unsponsored at this stage. And there they are on screen. She... is the boat your name here, or unnamed, or new boat, whatever you want to call it. Kirk Mitchell is the skipper, with Andrew Stevenson and Daniel Barnett, the crew. First sail today. They've been busy all week preparing the boat for today, and they've got an absolute cracker of a day to start with. Big sail breeze, and it couldn't be better. So your name here, if you're watching and you want your name there, I'm sure the boys will be very happy to talk to you. But we've got a female skipper in the crew in the race this year, and they've been doing a lot of work throughout the winter. And we've got the JJ Gilton champion of last year's back, Yandoo, John Winning Jr., Sevi Jarman and Sam Newton, that all-powerful crew. And today's race sponsor is Yandoo. John Winning, the skipper, Woody Winning, back for his 38th, that's right, 38th season of 18-foot skiff racing. And what a absolute Trojan and he's been for the class, and he's back for another go. But Andrew, talk to us now about some of the boats with crew changes and what we could expect perhaps today.
Well, Pete, I think one of the most interesting things on the board here is a 4-crew effort on Noakes Red. So two female crew, and Andrea Davey and Beck Hancock going to share the steering stick and alternate as effectively fourth hand. Henry Staback and Daniel McLaughlin as the other 2 crew, and just a feature of the recruitment program the club's been working on. But the reason for having 4 crew is that the girls are pretty light, and in the slightly one-design nature of the class, you probably do need to be above around 250 kilos. And so if you've got light people, you need more of them, and that's the path they've gone down. Equally, on the wood of the Shaw and Partners, Emma Rankin, a graduate of various sailing academies with Miles Davey and Cam McDonald. So looking out for a resurgence of ladies in the class. And at the top of the fleet, though, probably we expect it might end up with a three-way stoush. Yandoo, Finport, Yandoo, sorry, four-way stoush, and Rag and Famish. Your Name Here boys will do well to get up amongst that group. But their boat does look pretty slick and well organised. So, and they've been, they haven't had a great boat pick the last couple of years, let's call it that. So they probably be pinching themselves at how much of an improvement it is to sail a new boat.
Okay, we're just watching all the skiffs coming out of Double Bay, and as Jimmy said, the start right near Garden Island. It's a long way to the west of where it normally is in a nor'easter, because the breeze has still got a lot of right in it, so they want to give it as good a beat as we can get up to the three top marks, which are up near the Beetle Buoy, just south of the Sound Pigs. The Beetle Buoy will act as the furthest mark to go round for those boats that are going the furthest, and then there's two other marks that are a couple of 100 metres short of the Beetle Buoy. Here's Fisher Paykel running down to the start. Jordan Gertis back for another season with Josh Feldman and Jacob Broom.
And they've been another crew who's been doing a bit of homework over the winter, so we expect to see them start strongly. And they've been pretty happy with, I think, a new number one rig. So this will be probably the first time the second time they've actually sailed with it. Perhaps the crew lineup on Finport also a little different. Matty Stenter in the place of Gus Williams on that boat, and be interesting to see how they go. Matty's approach probably a bit different to Gus's, I'd say.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
There's Finport to leeward there. He's the Australian champion, second in the JJs. Keegan York. I think we give a shout out to Keegan's dad, Glenn.
Yep.
Who was made a life member of the St George 16 footers yesterday.
Yep.
Congratulations to you, Glenn. Well deserved. And hope you're going to enjoy this coverage today. And Keegan can go one better in the JJs this year and bring it home. But he'll certainly be amongst the top line of favouritism. But we've been talking about our coverage worldwide. We've got people watching from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Olivia Dameron, welcome to you. Olivia, I think you're a regular viewer. And we've got someone from Cambodia, Giuseppe Lavazari. So Giuseppe, hello to you in Cambodia. Paul Bergamini, I'm sorry, Paul, for that. From windy Gladstone. No windsurfing today, as it's 30 knots plus on the bay. So the live stream of the 18s is on. So welcome to you. And there's someone from Delmenhorst. What country is that in now, Andrew?
Sorry, say again?
Listen, Delmenhorst.
Delmenhorst. Not in my atlas, Pete, Delmenhorst.
That's Joachim Zeres. Welcome to you, Joachim. That's Germany, Andrew.
Of course, I knew that.
Yeah. It's at the end of our sailing season, our winter time. It's nice to be able to watch Australian sailing. So welcome to you. And as I said, we've got people all over. I know Johnny Montgomery from New Zealand is watching, one of our most avid viewers. And Johnny, hello to you. Look after yourself and look after your dad. And we've got a lovely day here. I know storm clouds are brewing over Auckland. You haven't got such good weather forecast for today. And I know all your eyes will be on the rugby next weekend. But anyway, we're on a very different Sydney Harbour to what we've got in Auckland. It's almost a cloudless sky. There's a few puffy clouds around. Now, Andrew, we didn't get the water temperature here and at Lord Howe Island, which is obviously a highlight of everyone's day.
Temperature right where we are, 18.5, according to our instruments on board. My understanding is the water offshore here is 22 and a bit, and at Lord Howe a little less, Peter, just over 20.
Okay, that'll do me. Very good. If you're out there swimming on Lord Howe, good luck.
Yeah.
So we're still a few minutes away from the start. It's a 3-buoy race for the opening race of the season. And this race brought to you by Yandoo, and due to the fact that the Double Bay Wharf, where the infamous ferry leaves from each Sunday, the wharf is under repair, or a new wharf is going in, so there's no ferry, but we've got a very large screen set up at the 18 Footers Club, courtesy of Appliances Online. There's a massive screen there, so hello to everyone back at the club watching, and of course a lot of sponsors there, and I'm not sure how long before the wharf will be fixed and the ferry will be back in action, but it looks as though it'll be a few weeks yet. But there's the scene as we look down at the city skyline in the background, and in the foreground, the starting area for the race, which we've got due to get underway in about 8 minutes' time. There's Yandoo and Sixt running down. Now, what do we know about Sixt, Andrew?
Sixt upmarket car rental company. New sponsor to the class. So
good crew there. Nathan Edwards, Alex Leslie and Lockie Pryor.
Yeah, so 3 experienced hands,
Yep.
and good luck to them. Sixt is making a bit of an impression on the rental car market in Australia.
So there's the Noakes red team, four crew, as Andrew was saying earlier. Beck Hancock is the helmsman, or helmswoman. Henry Stabak, a famous name around Sydney Harbour. Daniel McLaughlin and Andrea Davey is the fourth hand.
So, Pete, the committee has put a line in. It looks pretty good. Going to favour the boat in by the look of it a little bit, but the boats will lay up towards Bradley's Head, and so the amount of time still on port tack to get to the Boucher Buoy doesn't look like being more than perhaps 3 minutes, and it's normally, let's say they've lengthened the beat by about 2. So probably going to be 14-minute beat or something like that, quite quick still.
So once you get around Bradley's, it'll be almost a lay through,
Yep.
all the way up.
Yep.
But interestingly, a new innovation for the 18s today. They've I was at the briefing, and we're introducing some equipment on each 18-footer that's a little instrument that's about the size of a mobile phone. And each boat's got it, and it's going to ping the start for each boat. They're going to coordinate it with the leeward end or the buoy end, and all the boats will be logged in, and they will, as we get the 5-minute gun going, they will be able to tell whether the boats are over or not, and the boats themselves will be able to know whether they are over. A red light means they're over the line, a green light means they're clear to go. So let's hope it works satisfactorily. We'll still be eyeing it off for you, but the sophistication's coming into the 18s. What do you make of that, Andrew?
Well, you know, it's the old story. It's adding complexity.
Yeah.
That reliance on instruments isn't a feature, has never been a feature. And I guess in a certain sense, the race organisers, the race committee, have opened themselves up to some exposure in a sense that with the committee supplied technology, if you don't believe you're over and you can demonstrate that you weren't, then, you know, issues will arise. So I'm not sure. I mean, it's a great thing, but I'm not sure they shouldn't have left the supply up to the crews themselves.
Okay, 4 minutes to go for the first race of the 23-24 season for the 18s on Sydney Harbour. Beautiful day, light breeze, 8 to 9 knots. We've got viewers coming in now from the middle of Canada, the old Dry Dock 57 from the middle of Canada. Paul Gush, a.k.a. Beachcomber, checking in from Indianapolis. Ben Cunningham from St. Paul, Minnesota. So hello and welcome to all of you. Hope you sit back and enjoy the first race of the season with 3 minutes 25 to go.
Yep. So the breeze fairly stable by the look of it, about 100 compass wind angle. So not much north in for the northeast course. We can see some boats here pressing their luck coming down towards the start line. Quite a few minutes sail away, perhaps 3, and just coming to 3 minutes on the committee vessel clock time.
Yep. So we're right off Garden Island. That's the Garden Island in the background. And what end do you like here, Andrew? What are we going to do here? We're going down the pin, or we're going to have a go at the committee boat?
No, it favours the boat, but there'll be a big rack up, I'd suggest.
Yes. So see how nervous or key this fleet are to get away in their first race of the year. They're always a bit toey to get out there, but couldn't get a better day for the first day. I mean, it's absolutely perfect. There's the pin, there's the line. You can see the buoy in the background between the red flags and the white flag of the 18-footers. There it is there, the black on white checks. And we've got just 2 minutes 20 to go. Three-boy race, so they'll go to different weather marks depending on their handicap. And then race the traditional northeasterly course round the weather mark up near the Sound Pigs, then down to Shark Island, which will be a pretty tight reach, I think, Andrew, with this breeze in the east-northeast or round to the right.
Yeah, just coming to 2 minutes, folks, now. And we didn't mention it, tide very weak, so very weak flood, not much influence from that. So the guys have got a pretty, A, smooth water and B, straightforward racetrack. Breeze probably 6 to 10, so or 12 perhaps, some little rolly puffs, but not much. 140 to go. They're looking pretty well behaved, Pete.
At the moment they are, yes. Maybe a bit gun shy for the first race. I thought maybe the other way around, but we'll see with just a minute and a half to go.
No, they're probably still remembering which bit of string does what, you know, about this point. But probably a little more pressure on the left side, so you might be able to start at the leeward end, but
yeah, no, you're right. There's a fair stack up at this weather end. A bit of yelling and shoving. And okay, 1 minute.
So the only top end boat not here today, as perhaps we did mention, Rag & Family, Harry Price and Josh McKnight and co.
And no Lazarus as well this week. It's in up at Brett Van Munster's being repaired after a collision over in Italy.
Capital Partners, indeed.
Okay, well, there's the stack up, all up at this windward end. That's the committee boat there in the foreground, the grey committee boat, white deck. And we've got just under 30 seconds to go.
I think they look all right, Pete, and it's not very windy, so Fisher and Peichel a little too advanced, I would say, but and without any great escape routes.
There we go. 10 seconds. Fisher Peichel looks... Oh, Fisher Peichel's no good.
Gone.
Yandoo's gone with him. No,
he
Yandoo's
hasn't.
pulled away.
Plenty of boats over.
So it could be General, I think. Do we think?
Well, they might test a new system, Pete.
Well, one horn.
Individual.
Individual.
Well,
Wow,
that's good work from the
interesting.
committee. Great work.
Okay, so there's a couple of coming back already.
Marine Outlet and Fisher and Peichel.
Fisher Peichel. It's coming back. So they didn't like where they were. Certainly Fisher and Peichel was very well advanced. Okay, the fleet are on their way on starboard tack. Majority except Smeg, who's tacked quickly onto port.
Just a little...
That's a flag down, the individual flags down
Okay,
on the
so
committee
all clear
boats.
now.
So all
Okay,
clear.
yep, well done, Jimmy. So the race is on to Bradley's, and it's Yandoo that's got a nice little lead. He's jumped out nicely. That's him with the white sails on the foreground with the blue and red oval.
Big squeezing match, the boys at the top end of the line. Finport, they're looking a little bit flat set up, but
yes, just about 8 knots, nothing more than that. They're all on starboard tack going in towards Bradley's Head. That's Bradley's Head in the background. Yandoo just taking a bit of a header there. Which
now looks like there's less pressure on the left here right now.
Yeah,
right now.
It's gone a little bit left for this leading group.
Yep.
So if Yandoo wanted to attack, he'd certainly clear the rest of the fleet. But leading this group out is Shaw and Partners. Oh, coming around the bow of the kitchen maker, push the kitchen maker around. Shaw and Partners doing a very good job.
Breeze back in the right again, so it's lifted them back up.
But it's Yandoo and Shaw and Partners that are showing the way at the moment. It's Yandoo tacks away.
Well, Shaw and Partners elected to go through the path of the ferry that's on the right of screen there.
But what I'm seeing, Andrew, looking back at the fleet, the boats that went hard right early,
yep,
which was Smeg, got a massive lift.
Yep.
Smeg's been a really good right-hander, and he's probably leading the fleet.
Yep.
He didn't get a very good start. He bailed out. But the breeze gone hard right.
Yeah.
Wow, Yandoo's lost out there. He's trying to get back to the right to recover some distance. Yandoo's still on starboard. Just behind him, Finport.
So Smeek making a good fist.
Yeah. So Yandoo and Finport, 1 and 2 in last year's JJs, last season's JJs. Shaw and partner going across. Oh, they're going to have to take a dip here. 1 dip, 2 dips. So
Looking at that, Pete Balmain will be second. He's going back for more.
yeah, he's back on.
Anyway, Yandoo's still on starboard in a header. He needs to get on the other tack, I think. Because it's
Just
less wind at the headland now.
The breeze way in the right.
On the right. And in the left on the left.
Yes, so
Yandoo, boy.
Yandoo threw in a tack under the Burrowang. And then above them, Noakes Red, which is Beck Hancock, Daniel McLaughlin, Henry Stabak and Andrea Davey. A little four-hander doing pretty well. We're a bit chaotic in the jives, but anyway, at the moment they've got 3 on the wire, 1 sitting in. Moving pretty nicely. There's Smeg. He's crossing the fleet. I'd say he'd be leading, I think, our friends on Smeg.
Yeah, except he doesn't actually need to go any further right.
No,
Pete.
no.
I mean, getting towards the starboard tack low line.
He just
Not at it, but towards it.
Yandoo going right into Bradley's. So it's a big shift just in the first half a mile or so. Now the breeze looks in the left here where Smeg is. He's going into it. There's a few little puffs drifting down towards him, but as we're watching Balmain go on starboard, Shaw and partners to leeward of him. This has really mixed the fleet up a little here. Here goes Smeg. We're off camera at the moment. There he goes. There's his tack.
Not one of the best.
No, if he gets a little bit of right-hander here, he'll be home to the races here. Nathan McNamara, Jed Cruikshank and Jack Taylor doing a pretty nice job. So this will be the interesting one. Yandoo went as far left as most, and now he's coming back. You'll see him there. There he is, not far out of it, and moving pretty nicely. Big loser out of that was Yandoo. I think he got a bit mixed up of which way to go. And he sort of came back on a bad one and has gone back on a nothing too great, but Yandoo tacks back. Shaw and partners moving nicely. Just behind Yandoo.
Yandoo now lined up to hit the tip of the headland, which
Yes.
gives you a chance, I think. Looking up the harbour, Pete, pressure coming out of Watson's Bay, 2/3 away up the course on the right edge. And I think these guys will end up, the gain will be on the starboard tack lay line, if you can figure out where that is. You got it, Pete? Have you got it on the chart there?
But it's quite shifty, isn't it?
Yeah,
There's some good left-handers, some good right-handers. Join the dots and you're looking pretty well.
Structurally, it's going to pay to be right. And have a look at this little puff we're about to enter. We're adjacent to Smeg on the right-hand side, and a good bit of right hand here, Jimmy.
Absolutely. It's but when the breeze increases, it's going right. So
Cold
yeah.
air, cold
Yep.
air. And Smeg's just smashed in there. Got into the puff first.
Well, the other ones that are behind the camera, Cat, by a couple of boat lengths, is Noakes Red and the Burrowang Hotel. They're slightly bit further to the right, so wow, how close in there.
Look at that, that's a great shot of Yandoo tacking right on Bradley's head. Now for Smeg, it's leading the fleet. That's the 27th consecutive season sponsoring an 18-footer. Being one of the longest running sponsors, a fantastic effort. They've had great success over the years with various skippers, winning the JJ Gilton's title. One with Lee Napton in 2016, Michael Coxon in 2021, Trevor Barnabas way back in 1997. just to name a few. So what's the breeze doing, Andrew? It's not increasing greatly, is it?
So we're now in a light phase here. It's light and left and warm. And these guys aren't perhaps... They're sort of imagining it's a nor'easter. It's not really. It's not a funneling sea breeze wind. It's a weak gradient, quite a different structure.
Yeah. So Shaw and Partners has got himself around Bradley's and is doing well. Oh, there's some real holes in this breeze. It's up and down.
Yep. But in the high right, and we're looking at the back of Smeg and Balmain and Shaw and Partners in the high right.
Yeah, I think you've got to get into the right.
They're down the mark.
Yeah.
Shaw and Partners in a pothole.
So don't forget, these boats all go to different marks up here depending on their handicap. Smeg will go to the shortest mark. Shaw and Partners will go to the shortest mark.
How about Balmain, Pete? Where are they off to?
Balmain, they are going to the middle mark of the three. But we're on Shaw and Partners. Emma Rankin steering the Shaw and Partners with Cam McDonald and Tom Quigley. Pretty good crew, but they're doing a fine job at the moment.
And Pete, if you look, you can see that 200 yards in front of them is a big, well, for today, a big line of puff, basically,
yes.
Right-handed.
And they'll be first into it.
They'll be high and right and fast.
And top of screen there, Yandoo.
Yeah, he bit the bullet and went hard right, and he's looking pretty good.
That's the problem that Shaw and Partners and Balmain have got. They're so far bow up. Tack, it's a loser going back at the moment. They're just praying for a knot.
They've got to wait for the tickle to go back on, but they haven't got it at the moment. Shaw and Partners just losing a bit of pressure. You can see this puff coming down.
Next bit of wind's right-handed though, Pete. You watch their bow go up.
Yes.
They'll be up to North Head. There they go.
Get the jockey pole out to the weather mark.
Just about. And looking up the harbour, it's further right near the heads. So they probably don't need to tack.
Ooh,
that's a big call.
Gutsy call.
Early in the year,
Early in the year, Andrew.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Might have something to do with his dancing shoes.
Don't roll the dice too early. Now the boats that have gone right and bow down. It's tricky. But a lovely day out here on the harbour for the Major A Frizzell Trophy. Sponsor today is Yandoo.
Now
and
the tricky
there's
problem.
Yandoo. He's bow down, having gone to the right.
Yep. He's got to transit quite a long bit of lighter wind.
The fleet have spread out really quickly, and we're only halfway up this beat. There's Finport in the distance. He's hanging in to Yandoo. Don't know where Yandoo is. Where do we go to?
Yandoo's just behind the mainsail of Shaw and Partners. They just keep popping out. Either
it's a very clear harbour now. It's not
there's Yandoo on that
yes,
shot there.
Okay.
Pete.
Not many spectators or cruising boats out, so it's a really nice track to go up to the windward mark.
Shaw and Partners got some decisions to make in a minute.
Yes, they have.
But he's about to get into the breeze, which has come through. Yep.
Yeah, a few little white caps even there.
Come through over the gap.
There they go.
So,
oh, he's tacked. Oh, dear.
So
he didn't listen to you, Andrew.
Well,
or she didn't. And it's Yandoo that leads.
Yep.
Shaw and Partners, okay, he's not too bad. He'll be in the first half dozen, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You can see the boats popping around his jib. You wouldn't like to see that. There's Finport, Yandoo left, Finport, Shaw and Partners, and then Yandoo.
Nice and tricky.
It's
a game of find the wind as much as find the angle.
Yeah, Shaw and Partners hasn't done that
too
badly.
Bad. No, because they're in pressure, Pete.
Yeah, and that's lefting lift.
Yep, hard left.
Yeah.
And high left and with wind.
Yeah, okay, there's Yandoo. She's bow down. Shore and Partners bow up.
Yeah. So if the old rule, Pete, used to be to the ley line was somewhere near the yellow bleaker at Nielsen Park, but they've moved it a bit from back in the day, but that was the ley line in this kind of structured wind.
Well, Shore and Partners with skipper Emma Rankin. She was awarded an 18-footers Academy Scholarship, which is fantastic. She's been out training, and a lot of the girls have come through an academy. And the success of the program has provided further opportunity with Noakes Red, having two skippers on board, Andrea Davey and Beck Hancock. Beck steering today. So a big thank you to Charlie Gundy and Cam McDonald for coaching the academy this year, with the assistance from Event Heritage, Johnny Walton, Cam Gundy, Fang Warren and Lewis Brake. So at the moment, one of your pupils, Emma Rankin, doing a fantastic job, probably second as we look. And there's Finport, third perhaps, chasing the leader, Yandoo. So the interesting part will come when they arrive at the weather mark, because they'll all go to different marks here.
Yep.
And that's part of the delights of three-boy racing or handicap racing. The breeze gone back to the left a bit, back to the, oh, look at Yandoo. He's got a nice little lift around the bow of Shore and Partners.
Let's see Shore and Partners. They're on the face of one which has come over the gully at Watto Bay. It's not helping them too much at the moment. Woody's on the outside of that puff, and so he's bent up considerably.
So what's going to happen here is that Yandoo, at the moment, he will go to the furthest mark, which is the actual B-shore buoy. But Shore and Partners, she will go to the shortest mark, the blue mark. Yandoo will go to the red mark, Shore and Partners to the blue mark.
Shore and Partners blue mark all day, which is
Yes.
big advantage.
Finport, he will go to the furthest mark.
Shore and Partners and Finport, Pete, they've
they've got the right
snag
hander.
all lifted, and Yandoo, they copped a header where they were, so they're just stepping back over to the east.
Andrew, I can't believe it. I've made a small mistake here. I've mixed my Andoo and Yandoo's up. Andoo goes to the furthest mark, Yandoo goes to the middle mark.
To the right one, yep.
Yeah.
So old Woody's come across to cover off here, and as we used to say, this wind direction, it pays to be greedy on the right side.
Yes. A nice bit of pressure coming out of Watson's Bay.
Yep. And there goes
And
Woody.
there goes
Thinks he's laying.
Yandoo.
And probably is.
So he will go to the middle mark.
And then they've got a little tricky leg, Spinnaker down to Nielsen Park, probably drop the chute and to sail up to the jibe mark at the southern corner of Shark Island. So would he be easy sheets, would he, Pete?
Just looks like it at the moment. I don't think you want to give too much away early.
No.
Keep your height, keep it rumbling.
Yep.
Boy, the fleet have spread out in such a short time. Poor old Yandoo, he's way behind. Anyway, all eyes on the front group.
Yeah, so Woody is now cracked, so Yandoo thinks he's laying comfortably.
So he's middle mark. Yandoo goes to the white boy. There's a...
Yep, boom off the corner of the transom on the Yandoo. So you can see the mark, he's not too far away from it.
Yeah, I think you have to hammer the right up here. He's really motoring now, the Yandoo.
That's what happens when you put the bow down, Pete.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know anything about that?
Yeah.
Well, the Short Partners, the virtual leader here. They round the shorter mark.
Yeah. Finport, who's third on the water at the moment, he will go to the longest mark, furthest mark, which actually is the Beashel buoy. So you'll see the boys peering on the left of screen. There's the first mark just coming up to Shore and Partners.
Short Partners, nice lay.
Yep, she'll go round and on her way, so she now jumps into the lead because she's going to the shortest mark. There they go. Terrific job.
Pretty cool thing, right? Leading your first race.
Yep, Emma Rankin and the crew. And it's going to be a tight spinnaker run now down to the shark, as Andrew said, as Yandoo goes around the middle mark. Poor old Finport's got to stagger up to the furthest mark.
Yep.
So
They're all going to hoist. Shore's Partners up. Woody's got his up. It's all good. Tight angle. Wow.
So very tight angle here.
Full noise, you blokes.
Yeah.
Full noise. A little bit of traffic.
Here comes Smeg. She is going to the shorter mark.
Not the best rounding, but around.
Ugly
Anyway,
scenes.
they've done well. Still, Finport's going upwind. He's still got a 40 seconds to the weather mark. So Shore and Partners got really pushed down to leeward there. They're really going to be struggling to hold these chutes, Andrew. Looking at them now, there's Smeg.
Yeah, it's not far off a jib for Shore and Partners from there right now, even.
Yep. So Smeg is around. Next around will be probably...
You got Burrowang Hotel at the blue mark.
He's at the short mark. There's sixth.
Finport's just going around at the top mark there now.
Keegan York, Australian champion of last year, is around. Okay. And it'll be a matter of when you drop your spinnaker, because there's no way at the moment, looking at this breeze, they're going to carry the spinnakers down to the island.
No,
It'll be an early drop, sailing jib reach.
Full heel angle, the leaders.
Okay, there's Burrowang around. He just kissed the mark, which you're allowed to do in 18-foot skiff racing, so don't have to reround or anything dramatic like that. So at the moment, it's Shore and Partners. Probably Yandoo's got himself into the lead here. Smeg's off to the races with that spinnaker. There's nowhere near laying the island. Yandoo's trying to get up there. There's Finport. He'll take the high road if he can.
Well, it's all determined by the puff lull. You're actually praying for not too much wind.
No, well, he's just got a real puff of the day. Pretty relaxed, that crew, as six goes round.
Well, getting up towards 30 years of experience on that boat combined, so you'd expect them to be pretty relaxed.
And still, there's Balmain around the middle mark. It's Henry Larkins, Finn Sprott and Flynn Toomey. They're around with the orange spinnaker. Still Yandoo going up to the furthest mark. And there's Finport.
Making a pretty good fist of it.
They are, absolutely. And in the distance,
in the far distance,
is
the red shirt.
Yandoo, but to leeward is Shore and Partners. They're off to Clark Island instead of Shark Island. Yandoo trying to get the bow up down there. Just don't think they'll do it. It'll be pretty, a lot of east in Rose Bay, you'd think. Okay, we're on Balmain. These boys
just behind them, Shippo is the kitchen maker, and Fisher and Pykel have just rounded.
Lovely day on the harbour. Beautiful afternoon, spring afternoon. And it's Finport that are doing the best job with spinnaker. They're holding their height as they've race down towards Nielsen Park. Oh, they're all getting real headed down there. Shaw and Partner's got the Spinnaker off. It's coming round the bow of Yandoo. We'll get to them in a moment. It's the blue Spinnaker of Burrawang. We're on the cockpit of sixth. Great shot that. There's Yandoo dropping the Spinnaker. Shaw and Partner's got round his bow. So they'll two-sail reach into the island. The boat that's held the highest here is Finport. See him in a moment. There's sixth. There's Finport. Still got the chute on, but the breeze is really heading as they go round Steel Point at the southern end of Nielsen Park. Finport's got a beauty there. She's
always when you don't want it, you get it.
She's about 30 degrees low, of course, or even more.
On the face of a funny little puff. Wow. Cool stuff, but beware the Jabberwock, my sons.
He's just pushing her up there, Keegan, hanging on to it.
And they're about to go into a zone of not much wind.
Matt Stenter and Phil Marshall.
They're ready for that?
Yeah, there's a few little holes up here. There's a few bear traps to come.
Wolf traps they are, Pete, this year. Wolf traps.
There you go, read very well by the crew.
Yep, excellent work. And they're probably thinking about the next puff or the drop, I'm not sure.
Well, it's pretty light, as you can see. See those big holes in the wind. There's Burrawang, Simon Nern, almost into windward. But meanwhile, Shaw and Partners leads going down the side of the island. But we're on Finport second, Burrawang fourth.
Yandoo second, Pete.
Sorry, Finport third, Burrawang fourth, Yandoo second, and Shaw and Partners first. Those two leaders have dropped the Spinnakers. So the breeze the way it is, Andrew, it'll be probably a VMG run back to the Clark Island, or
they'll be driving down that run between Shark and Clark. The mighty Balmain Racing on screen.
See the fleet spread right out in the distance. There's Shaw and Partners getting a bit squirrely down the side of the island. Skipper Emma Rankin has national titles in NS14s, Formula 16 Cats, Hobie 16s, and women's match racing. Completed 5 years at the Royal Prince Alfred Yacht Club Youth Development Squad. As I said before, chosen from the 18-footer academy to skipper this boat. So that is a terrific CV, and that she's doing a fantastic job in this first race of the season, as trying to hold out John Winning in his 38th season of 18-footers. So there's a bit of experience versus youth there. They're just looking around. Shaw and Partners going up to get around the Yachting Association buoy that you'll see in a moment. There's Burrawang, Simon Nern, fully wigged up. And he's off to Bradley's Head, I think, at the moment.
Well, yeah, you want to knock that up there. Yeah, knock it off, or else he wasn't going to make it around the island.
No. Finport, meanwhile, still got the Spinnaker up.
And not too far for a drop there.
No, you wouldn't think so. He's going to be really roll the dice.
Good bit of wind coming from over the hill here.
That's Burrawang dropping, and you see Finport there just dropping their chute now. Probably had to look out to windward, saw some gnarly little easterly puffs coming. Okay, Finport's still in third, narrowly ahead of Smeg.
And a leader at the giant mark and going to rehoist. Good hoist.
Here comes the...
Not really a giant mark per se, but certainly marks the corner.
No, that's
the mark of the course.
The red Spinnaker of Shaw and Partners. And she's maintained that lead, really, from the weather mark, where she went round the first mark, and Yandoo had to go around the middle mark. Her distance is about 25 seconds or so, as Yandoo just about to come round and set. Not much breeze here. A few little puffs that Yandoo missed. There's a really good puff behind him. And he's around, the Spinnaker up. Nice easy set.
Looking back from the leader here. leader not probably sailing quite hot enough, I don't think. Too much soaking going on, but perhaps it's okay. Just 90 apparent wind angle. Great bit of pressure for the next couple of boats coming into the corner.
Which is Smeg just top right of screen with Finport. There they are.
Okay, so Smeg
In a good bit of new breeze, bring it with them to some degree here.
Okay, there's Finport with Smeg over the top of them. Skipper Nathan McNamara, 5 years sailing Cherubs, 3 years 16-foot skiff sailing. Fully qualified sailmaker, doing his apprenticeship with Norths and now works as a rigger for Sam Newton, who is a highly qualified crew on Yandoo and a world champion in many classes. So we're watching 6 go round.
Ooh, boys.
Boy.
Whoa. That wasn't quite out of the textbook.
Nathan Edwards, skipper, came from the 16s. Before that, he was crew on Harry Price's on the 29er. Alex Leslie and Lockie Pryor as crew. So we're watching another veteran, Simon Nern, go round in the Burrowang, the Blue Spinnaker. Next around will be Balmain. And then next around will be the Jordan Gertis in Fisher Paykel. They got lost a bit up there on that beat.
Well, he went back at the start, Pete, if you recall.
Yeah,
so,
I do, yeah.
So good.
And then...
And Yandoo still with cobwebs, dust, rust, a few other problems.
Hey.
Tough to sail these boats in this up and down range stuff.
Yes.
Not easy. And
Yes.
Fisher and Pike are making a cup of tea before they put the spinnaker up.
It's quite light here. You can see there's not much breeze here as around the Shark Island mark. This rather heavier crew in Yandoo would be finding the going a bit tough at the moment. Certainly they go round to the longest mark each time as they get a little bit of a puff there. And the 18-footer is around with the yellow spinnaker. Hugo Stoner, Hugo Lemming and Hamish Fuss. So that's the trailing group, and there's a few more still to come around the island. We'll chase the leaders at VMG run now back to the vicinity of Clark Island. And it's still Shore and Partners just in the middle of the Sydney Harbour Bridge with the red spinnaker who leads from Yandoo, and going across on Port Jibe with the black spinnaker is Keegan York in Finport. Lovely afternoon on the harbour, 8 to 9 knots out of the east-northeast. The first race of the new season. Looking for pressure here, Andrew, aren't they? There's not much of it. Okay, it's Yandoo jibes.
No, it's
She's closed the gap very considerably on Shore and Partners.
So I'm sure Partner's going to lead here by about 30 seconds, Pete. Good result. So Mark laid just to the north of Clark Island. So just in the background there, you can see the city, and on the right edge, Garden Island.
Yandoo's got a bit of a good pressure there to roll down here. Shore Palm's be coming back on starboard, but I think he'll probably just cross Yandoo.
Well, he's overcooked it a bit, I think, but
Well,
Shore
not too
Partners
much.
has undercooked it a bit.
Yeah. There's the mark there. Top
Tricky,
right.
tricky.
Clark Island there.
Oh, and Shore Partners too early on the jibe.
Yes.
Don't know what they're thinking there.
That jibe dropped, so Yandoo's going to sneak in here.
But Shore Partners
think-
going to be square running here.
Square running without a spinnaker in light airs. Slow. There's Yandoo jibing.
Yeah, as soon as you don't have attached flow, the boats basically revert to normal boats.
Yes.
And, going
Okay.
about as slow as a slow keelboat
Yeah.
there, the Shore and Partners.
Yandoo will lead. Just narrowly, as you can see, boat length in it. Just got a puff to get down there at the end there. They're around.
Oh, they came in hot and
Yeah.
a bit like Formula One for the viewers here. You can determine who will win the race by the proportion of the time the whole crew's on the end of the rack, and Shore and Partners wasted 30 seconds there probably with nobody on the rack at all.
Okay,
But still, they've done a tidy rounding and they're still in the fight.
goes Finport. Right in
Finport,
touch in third spot.
as we would expect, right in touch and
Very nice drop.
pretty tidy
Oh,
really
yeah.
for the wind speed. Oh, come on, Matty, get the jib in, mate. Yep.
So they're standing away on starboard in towards Bradley's. And again, it looks shifty. Yandoo's bow down and got it stepped away from Shore and Partners. Next around will be Smeg in fourth spot.
Smeg with a nice job. Oh, no, they're going to drop and drive. Okay.
Make
No,
life
not
difficult
yet.
for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, maybe not, Jimmy, you know. At least they know they can get into the mark with
So
good
he's a
speed.
clear fourth, Smeg.
Also sets you up for a windward set at the top. Bucko.
Yep.
Yeah, but they might be, no job setting today, is there? No, indeed.
Just see how light it is. Once they drop the spinnaker and run a little bit square, it's very
Yeah.
slow. Oh, the Burrowang is in the
Burrowang.
tide. Almost. There he goes. No, saved it. Boy, that was close. Could have been the first swim of the year.
Put her in the highlight reel, Pete.
Balmain sneaking inside. He's around.
Clean rights at a nice puff. Beautiful.
Yeah. And next is sixth.
Oof.
Oh,
Not enough
Gee,
weight on the
Balmain
end of the rack, boys.
stuck her up there, and she's in a little puff too.
Yep.
It's a big right hander. Balmain's still got a bit of spinnaker up. The sixth comes round.
Burrowing Young Henry's still got spinnaker up as well.
Yes,
Pete, out
yeah,
of shot, but
Not recommended to go upwind. Oh, he's got a jammed halyard. Anyway, we can't see him there. He just come into camera now. There's spinnaker still half up. And here comes Yandoo. He's giving them a big start today. Bree's gone back to the left for the leaders up near Bradley's, but we're concentrating on Yandoo. Getting ready to jibe. There she goes.
tricky looking Pete, and he's coming to the mark on a beauty.
Yes, absolutely. Good pressure here.
Fantastic.
Judged that very nicely, but he's
You're coming in hot, Pete.
coming in hot, but he's given her a big start.
Yep. But that's good. Coming on the face of the puff, you know, that might be worth every bit of a minute, Jimmy, yeah?
Absolutely.
Just finding the wind.
Oh, Fisher Pike's got a bit on here at the mark.
He's going to do the snappy jibe drop.
I don't know what he's doing.
This isn't the
This is
recommended
not going
book
to end.
either, but
This is not going to end too well. He's well past the mark.
he's not too bad, though,
No,
Pete.
he's okay. He's sort of okay.
He's scared to dial up, though,
Yeah.
and not unreasonably.
Yeah,
Dial up now.
Yandoo's gone around in a screamer right-hander.
High right. Beautiful.
Dear, oh dear, look
That's
at
worth
that.
another minute to him.
That's
Yeah.
worth another minute.
That'll
Exactly.
get him back into the game a little.
Exactly.
Just shows
Good
how
pressure.
shifty it is.
Good pressure coming from the right, too.
Meanwhile, the boat's out ahead of them, about 30 degrees lower.
Yep.
Gee, that's a big shift.
marine outlet there on screen.
Okay, John Cooley, the skippering, and we'll say hello to his girlfriend's parents who are watching from Wandsworth in London, to Mark and Catherine. Hello to you. Hope you're enjoying the coverage. And John's back a little today, but he's got a bit of work to do to get back into the game. But it's early days in the season, so I hope you're enjoying the coverage from London town as Marine Outlet goes around. And just the stragglers now coming round the mark. And the further you get out towards Bradley's, the more heading you're getting. But Fisher Paykel still were up in the right, but now they've just hit the transition back into the left. It's gone back more into the left here, Andrew, hasn't it? Look at Bradley's head now. Look at Andrew, the way she's pointing. Boat's coming off quite high on port off Bradley's.
And the other problem at Bradley's, if you're going there, is a large amount of traffic of various kinds turning the corner to go back up harbour.
Yes.
About 6 or 7 boats in vision, big, and none of them are smaller than about 45 feet. Power boats going home.
Burrowang going back to have a look at the right-hand side, which is probably not a bad idea. As Noakes Red goes down in the foreground, the four-hander. Beck Hancock steering. There's Burrowang trying to get to the right here. Probably not a bad move, I'd say, as he tacks away.
Well, Pete, I'm liking folks looking up the track.
What are you liking, Andrew?
Finport, high right and furthest right on the track. To the right of Yandoo. Shore and Partners is tacking in line.
Oh, Shore and Partners is capsized.
Wow.
Just capsized in the tack, I think.
Just to the left of screen there, they are.
There I are. Oh dear, that's a disappointment. So they earned the dubious honour of the first race capsize of the season. I just don't know quite what happened. I just saw them at the end of the capsize. It looked as though they were in attack. And where's... Yandoo's okay. Okay, so let's just say Finport's out to the right. There's Yandoo. You'll see him in a moment. There he is. He's Shore and Partners just getting it up now, but give you a bit of time away, and that allows Balmain to get into third spot. Well, no, if Shore and Partners can get going,
Yeah, very quick swim.
they'll be still in third spot. A little bit of damage done, but a pretty good quick recovery. So here are the two leaders. Two of the most experienced skippers in the fleet. John Winnie on the Yandoo, coming bow around Finport, Keegan York. Fang Warren with Woody again this year, and Josh Borbeski. And they're doing a pretty nice job. But both of these boats will go to
A long mark.
the furthest mark. So it'll open the door for boats that are close enough, if they're good enough, that'll go around the shorter mark, like Shore and Partners. She will go to the short mark.
Yeah.
Balmain, where do they go? Balmain, they'll go to the middle mark, Balmain. So advantage somewhat to Shore and Partners if they can wriggle themselves up. Again, they're out of the capsize situation. They're up and going. Okay, here's the cross coming. You'll see Yandoo coming in left of screen in a moment. There they are. So still leading to Yandoo. So good race between these two now.
Yeah, that's 6 boat lengths, or
Yep.
6 or 8 perhaps.
Good test of speed for both of them.
Tricky here, Pete. Which time,
Yes.
what time to get to the right? And I'll
Does
make a look.
Yandoo keep going, or is he covering? No, he's going to cover it.
He's going to cover
Oh.
it.
It's still shifty. Okay, there's... See the marks way in the distance up near Sow and Pigs. They've still got a fair way to go, but at the moment, Finport's about 15 degrees lower than Yandoo. Oh dear, there's some shifties out here.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Shaw and Partners have got themselves going again.
And they're not too far out of it either, Pete,
No.
the Shaw and Partners.
Pretty good crew with Emma, Cam McDonald and Tom Quigley. They've got a nice right-hander there.
Yeah, I think there was a bit of miscommunication and tag. Looked like they got a big enough head of the jib caved in. And so they just weren't quite ready for tacking.
Wow, there's some big shifts. Look at Shaw and Partners
Keep
here.
putting it back in the that in the bank, guys.
Let's see. Yandoo and Finport are, what, 15, 20 degrees lower than Shaw and Partners.
And the rest, Pete.
There it is there on screen.
Yeah, there you go.
It is, viewers. 30, I would say.
Yeah, and Finport's even further down than Yandoo.
Yeah, Finport can't keep going down there, I don't think. But
Oh, he's going. He's still going. But now Shaw and Partners hit a bit of a brick wall.
yeah, less wind with header.
Ugh, that's ugly.
And then big bit of wind coming.
Can you hang on for it? Yeah, look at the crew. There's all inboard. Just no wind here.
And
Shaw
then
and Partners bobbing up and down.
there's about to be plenty.
Is it right? I think it is a bit of right-hander, isn't it? And it's pressure anyway.
Big face on it.
But meanwhile, Yandoo has really stepped out from Finport. There's Yandoo. He's a lonely race at the front here for him.
He'll be
At the
enjoying
moment.
that.
Yes. Oh,
He's got the whole harbour and he'll be the only boat on scratch if he keeps this up. Still a long way to go yet though, Pete, isn't there?
yeah, we've got to finish this beat, then a long run back to Clark Island, then another beat, Shark Island to the finish. So we're probably just about halfway through in this breeze of anywhere between 7 and 8 knots and sometimes less, going from sort of east northeast back into the sort of somewhat northeast, but some big shifts. There's Finport coming across now on port.
And I think that's quite good timing from him if he goes all the way to the east now.
Yeah, but he was right on up with Yandoo, but Yandoo just stayed in that right-hander a bit more and opened up a big lead. Yandoo's just tacked.
Yeah. Tough stuff.
Finport doesn't look anything great coming back on port. Pretty soft and down.
No, he's got dirty air off the Catamaran ferry and he's got no wind on average.
So Shaw and Partners, despite the capsize, are going to be right with or in front of Finport.
Finport just tacking there behind Shaw and Partners.
Oh, right, yeah, he has
Check
checked
it out.
Yandoo leads convincingly here. I think he'll nibble over to the right and do what he did last time.
Yeah, what he knows, you've got to go to the Nielsen Park blinker and tack. It's not
Been doing it long enough.
much has changed in 50 years.
No.
Oh well.
And that's where Woody did all his junior sailing anyway up there. So knows
Yep.
better than anyone.
Yep. So Shaw and Partners has slotted into second, Finport third, and Balmain fourth.
Don't discount Yandoo. It's right behind the camera cat.
He's gone into the right as well.
He's hard into the right.
Okay, as Yandoo just tacks. Has he gone far enough? Probably has. He's covering the opposition nicely.
Yeah, he's gone. I think he's gone far enough because you can see the next puff coming from Watson's Bay. It's quite a good line, and he's pretty much bailed the mark. Nearly full pressure.
He hasn't got much right hand. There
Here he goes.
it comes now.
Woody went shopping during the off-season. He's got a new wetsuit.
Well, the laugh only lasted 43 years, you know.
Now he's got some terrific pressure.
Yeah. So that's the puff that we just talked about.
Yeah.
Just roll through.
It's not going to last forever though.
Great looking form from Josh in the barrel below the wing. trapezing. Hard work, but highly effective.
Great shot. So he's got to go to the furthest mark, and Shaw and Partners to the shortest mark.
So Woody joining a few good dots here together. Just got a little period here of less pressure, less wind for about 45 seconds, and then there's another tickler to get his bow back up and get his speed back up.
Still a few holes in this breeze here, Andrew, between here and the weather mark.
Yeah, but he's done pretty well.
Yep. He's got the fleet where he wants them. Now he's really rocketing along.
So here's the face of the next little puff, and he's on the correct edge of it. Bows up, and he's full pressure and full speed. Pressing on the jib a bit there, but look at that. Wow, roaring along.
It's been the first race of the spring point score, and Yandoo was the winner last year in this spring point score, so he's put his mark down early this year. Doing a fine job.
Well, the boys will be enjoying this.
That's one
I
of the
don't think
marks.
it's Woody's favourite wind ever, was it, though, easterly?
No.
Particularly.
At the moment, he's really got a nice grasp on the fleet, but it'll change when he goes to the furthest mark. He's got to go around the actual Beechel Boy, which you can't see. You can see the two shorter marks. The Beechel Boy a bit further to the right, so he takes a bit of a downer. So he's going to have a bit coming in on port. There's the Beechel Boy. That's the boy. There it is, just to the right. There it is. That's his mark there.
Pretty comfy there, Peter.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice.
On the face of a good one. Shaw and Partners.
He's still got a bit of sailing to do to get to this his weather mark. No weather mark, yeah.
Such a nice day. There's not many other boats out here.
No, it's a pretty clear harbour, isn't it?
Probably because of the price of fuel. No one can come out.
No, it's too cool, and the price of fuel's up, as can be observed.
The water is very cool for a swim. So, in the distance, Yandoo is almost at his turning mark. Shaw and Partners just tagging for their mark. They will lead almost by the distance between the two marks. Yandoo's just tagged for the Beechel Boy. There it is. He's around. Shaw and Partners about 4 boat lengths from their turning mark. So it's a big run straight back down the harbour now. They don't have to fight for Shark Island. That comes next time. So Shaw and Partners round. Not much wind.
Good puff coming to them, though, Pete.
Yep, okay. Just got the puff as they got the bow down.
Yep, all good.
So they lead by the distance between the shortest and longest mark. Good set.
Yep, not bad. Hop on the wing, guys.
Hop on the wing. Power up. Away you go. So who'll be around next? That's the question. Balmain go to the middle mark. So Finport will probably be around next.
Yeah, Finport will be third, Balmain will be fourth.
Yeah. And Yandoo's
And then sixth, and
Sixth.
Yandoo be close.
Yandoo put the pedal down up that beat. He went to the right, I think, Jimmy, didn't he? You said?
Yeah, he went
Seemed
probably
to
the
be way to
furthest
go.
east.
Yeah. Not much wind here. As Finport just approaching her turning mark.
Well, the guy's treating as a VMG run. It might end up a little tighter than that, I think. But
Okay, here's the Vishal boy. Sour Pigs in the background as Finport comes around. They will be third at the moment. Balmain going to the middle mark. Will be just ahead of Finport.
Finport a little puff just as they rounded,
Yeah.
so they've got good pressure coming for them. For the
Balmain will
first
get round just in front of him. They have to
bit of this run.
take the stern of Yandoo. Balmain's around. So he's third. Finport fourth.
And good pressure coming for those two boats, Balmain and Finport.
Cracking puff, isn't it?
Yeah, Finport's a beauty there. Okay. That's Smeg around the middle mark.
Yep.
And sixth just behind him.
Yep. So the Smeg, I forgot that they're off a fairly short
Oh,
handicap.
Smeg's
Smeg's going to try and have
a bit
a bath.
untidy. Yep. They're okay. And here's sixth. Way down in that shot of the leaders, you can see the red spinnaker of Shaw and Partners, the white spinnaker of Yandoo, and then the black spinnaker of Finport and the orange spinnaker of Balmain.
There goes the
Sixth, I don't know what they're going high. I don't know, really need to do that.
I think it was just to avoid the blue mark, Pete.
Oh, okay.
Was it? Oh no, they're
No,
right up
no,
there. They're
yeah.
miles up.
Yeah. Not sure what they're doing, but anyway, there's Simon Nern in Burrawang. He's around. Yandoo smoking down. They've been around the furthest mark. And here comes Jordan Gertis in Fisher Paykel. He's around. So I think it'll end up a slight VMG run down the end there, Andrew. I think, will it or not? They get down to it in one.
Have a look at Yandoo, Pete.
Yeah,
And sorry,
down.
viewers, not on screen. He's at the mark, or
Yeah.
pointing toward the mark at least. So, but the leader will have to jibe. So.
So the majority of the fleet are on the long run down to Clark Island. They've got one more beat to come up to Sour Pigs area, and then the run to Shark, and then to the finish. But there's the fleet, most of them on Port Jibe, all on Port Jibe, racing towards Clark Island. Sixth, Nathan Edwards. He went very high before he set his spinnaker, and now he's trying to get the bow down.
He'll be regretting that when he gets down the bottom.
What we're seeing up ahead is that I think Shaw and Partners has probably extended his lead, or her lead, over Yandoo. One spinnaker of Smeg, and now in the distance, the two leaders, Shaw and Partners, looking for some gas down there. Yandoo, a bit more pressure. The ferry coming out of Manly might come into play. See him in a moment, the ferry, just to the left of Shaw and Partners. Shore Partners now getting a puff. Get way down, which is good. There's the ferry. So he'll pass well to windward of Shore Partners. Both Yandoo and Smeg have probably got their bows pretty well at the mark. Yandoo hunting for a bit of pressure now. Balmain to the left, Finport. They are third and fourth, respectively.
And have a look at this, guys. The Naomi Ferry just going to split those two boats.
Yep.
So that tells you Shore Partners are quite a way in front at this moment. Neither boat going to be affected by the disturbance caused by the ferry.
There's Yandoo in a soft spot here.
Yandoo about to... Oh,
that is soft.
that is soft.
Shore and Partners just to the right of screen have jibed off.
Jibed, okay. Gee, this is tricky stuff here.
That's a bit surprising, but anyway.
Now Yandoo gets the puff. Yeah, that is surprising. Don't know whether that was the move, but maybe want to get in the lead of the
Shore
ferry.
Partners jibing back. That might have been just observance of the
Shore Partners, all sorts of trouble. Oh, he's in the tide.
She is in the tide.
She's in the tide. Oh,
It's
dear.
roughly where they capsize going upwind.
Yes. And this will be a bit more difficult to get it up with the spinning her up. A big pothole there. Oh, dear. So advantage strongly to Yandoo. Well, that's a disappointment for Emma and her crew on Shore and Partners. They'd sailed a very good race up till then, considering they'd already had one capsize. That's going to take a little bit of time to get that up.
Looked like it was a real down
no
speed,
wind, stall the rudder.
Squirrely and
in some waves from other boats going through.
So let's put the clock on it, Jimmy. 3-minute capsize time race.
Did you get a new battery in your watch? Look at you. Big off-season bucker.
The boys pass the hat around.
so there's plenty of wind coming down and the stampeding pack led by Finport.
Case of Peroni and a new watch battery. Good. Thanks, boys.
So you'd say Shore and Partners definitely out of it now. They're still capsized, the spinning is still up, and the rest of the fleet are rolling over the top of them.
Well, Cam McDonald in the bow, he's an experienced campaigner. He's
On the sheet he is, mate.
on the sheet, sorry. He's taken a few down. Oh, Miles Davey in the bow, sorry, yep. Yep. Yeah, Spinnaker's still at the masthead, is it? No, they got it down. Sail sign, that's all right. Travelling with Yandoo, laying down nicely to the bottom mark.
You can see at the top right of the the Bradley's Head blinker, that's Finport. Comes screaming down with good pressure. There they are, Finport and Balmain. They've had this puff for a long while.
Pete, you think Finport will learn enough from the run that the breeze is in the right to some degree?
Well, he's got the opportunity now to prove it. So, Yandoo and Finport will both go to the furthest mark on the next beat up. So Balmain, he will go to the middle mark, the next beat. So they're coming down to, Woody would be a bit nervous looking over his right shoulder. Back at these fleet, they've had better pressure than he has all the way down this run since Bradley's Head. They've closed the gap considerably, but Yandoo will still lead. So they're all in really good pressure there. Look at this, Andrew. 4 of them there.
Yeah, it's a game of find the wind as much as anything, isn't it? There's spots of considerable pressure, and one knot of wind equals nearly a knot of boat speed in these boats. So
Shore and Partners is right in the boat. They've just got the spinnaker up again. They're back in about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7th position at the moment. So Yandoo has now got a header.
is Finport going to be close to the lead here, Pete? I mean, I'm not suggesting they will lead, but they won't be far out of it.
Very good race now between Yandoo and Finport of these 2 seasoned campaigners, and then a lot of these other boats are close enough if they're good enough. And also into the pack has come Yandoo. So the breeze headed Yandoo here, which hurt him a little. Okay, they've got a drop here. So Finport's going to be about 25 seconds astern. Balmain's in the mix. Sixth's in the mix.
Not even that, Pete, I don't think.
No. Finport's got a real nice header to get down. So is Balmain.
Good header, and they're going to do a drop.
Yeah, Henry Larkins on Balmain done a terrific job. Look at this. Finport right in the touch here.
A bit of an awkward drop, but they're good for it.
Okay, so Finport is second. Balmain will be third.
And big right coming.
Oh, Smeg's got a bit on.
Smeg's in trouble here.
Bit of trouble.
Yep.
Round the outside comes Yandoo.
Yandoo just keeping the flow attached and having a look at it.
They're all high on out of that mark. Look at Yandoo's height.
Hard right
okay,
the breeze.
Sixth is around. Around the outside goes Yandoo. Wow, he's come from nowhere.
Well, the face of the puff, Pete.
Yeah.
More or less.
Oh, he squeezes good. There's Smeg. Good job.
Smeg's been dicing with death a bit here and a bit more dicing with death. Wow.
Okay, and the blue spinnaker belongs to Burrowang and the red spinnaker to the disappointment from Shaw and Partners. Having survived or come out of two capsizes, one going upwind and one going downwind. I think the yellow... Oh, Yandoo's tacked in the leading group. This is interesting.
Well, he's got to protect the right.
Yes.
Looks like the breeze is fading to the... shifting to the right permanently to some degree.
Good pressure coming out of Rose Bay, where we're looking upwind to. There's Burrowang around. Here comes the Shaw and Partners.
As the air temperature goes down, breeze is turning right or
let's not make
effect, but
let's not make it three here, boys and girls.
No, they've been practicing the drive drop thing.
Okay, yeah.
And look at that, textbook. Just need to be brave enough to dial her up, Emma.
Yeah.
Yep. Everybody on the wing and just stick her up. Should be right.
Nice job. So Yandoo was first to bail into the right. Is that the right move?
I think so, Pete.
I would think it is.
Judiciously. Judiciously.
No one else has bailed out yet.
No.
There's
the 18-footer
restaurant, Hugo Stoner. And then still coming down is that Fisher Paykel.
Yes,
He definitely got lost there somewhere.
Yeah.
May have had a swim.
We'll get a good look at this. Fisher Paykel coming in on the face of a good one.
Yes.
Which has picked up Mr. Yandoo as well. And Finport coming back on port.
It's way on the right here, but not so much up the track.
Permanent change, I think, looking up.
There's the 18-footers going around the mark.
A little bit more pressure and more right. Back on Finport.
Oh, he hasn't got much pressure there, has he?
No, they're all 2.5, 3 strings are okay. He's looking at it, Pete, now. Knowing there is good pressure up towards Shark Island. I apologise.
Yandoo on a header, going back. Finport on a header. Oh, they're both on headers here.
Well, I don't want to say it out loud. That Finport looks a bit undersheeted on the jib, Jimmy.
Yeah, they do,
well
don't
and
they?
truly.
Yeah.
He's coming into some pressure. Oh, he's tacking. Okay. Look at the breeze.
But he was never on a wind, and so...
no.
So he needed to go all the way and dig into the puff. Didn't dig into the puff sufficiently.
Went another 50 metres. He would have had everything to play for here. But anyway, easy from where we are.
Absolutely.
Easy from where
haven't
we
missed
are.
one all day, have we, Pete?
No. Now he's got the pressure that he should have stayed into. But look at the
But that's
distance.
what he was looking at. But he just needed to persevere a little. But more coming out of the right.
The boat that's done well is Balmain. That's him left of screen there. If he could get something off Bradley's, he'll be looking pretty famous across the bow of these two boats.
They might be in short supply at this moment, Pete.
Well, he's coming around the bow of Yandoo.
Yeah, he's in no man's land though, isn't he, to some degree?
Well, he's got to pick the time to bail out.
Yep.
And get to the right. Yep, so remembering that Finport and Yandoo have got to go to the furthest mark, and Balmain, he goes to the middle mark. So advantage Balmain. Look at Balmain's come right round the bow of Yandoo.
Yeah.
And now Finport's in the right. Click.
Yeah, clicked on, and there's more coming.
Yes. Oh, look at Yandoo's really fallen off the planet here, but Finport, he's got that right hander. So
Well, they've got the jib bolted in now, Jimmy.
Well, that tends to work.
now
Going
Balmain's run out of gas. You just see him on the left there. He's down with no pressure. That looks pretty ugly at the moment.
And Finport about to go into a line here that's a serious bit of wind.
Would you go back for a bit more?
Get greedy. Get greedy.
Well, as that great Olympic gold medalist said, when you're looking good, tack.
Something like that.
Dave Forbes said that.
What about going downwind and looking good, Pete? What did he say about that?
Don't worry about that. Just we're going upwind at the moment.
Righto. Good
Look-
pressure coming for Finport here. This will get him back into the lead, I think.
Balmain's hanging in,
Yep.
but now Sixth has got in front of Yandoo. Oh, Yandoo's tacking in, no pressure, and Andoo's got himself back into it a little.
He's a puff for Finport. He might be advised to
Go back.
go back.
Oh, he's run out of gas a bit. This is tricky. Now the breeze in the left. Look at boats coming off Bradley's are high on the left.
Anyway, Pete, take a look using your third eye out the back of the camera cat. The Finport, amazing.
The shore and part.
Sure,
Sure,
partners.
partner.
He's gone hard right.
High right and going.
After two capsizes, there he is. She.
Finport on the perfect
Yes.
spot there. Absolutely perfect.
Okay, there's Yandoo.
Yandoo just coming across our bow
Oh,
here.
Yandoo tacking.
Yeah, but he can see that Finport's picked a pretty good line.
Yeah.
A little bit less wind up
So-
to the right now.
Son in front of father here
Would he be scratching his head now?
for the
Pete, wouldn't
first
he?
time of the race.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, Balmain's hung into the left and he's coming back and he'll still be
Yeah, but the
third.
preponderance of wind is coming from the right.
Absolutely, yeah.
Finport about to get lifted up further, if you can believe it. Looking at the guy coming down under Spinnaker, which is
your name here.
your name here.
Yeah.
Having a bit of a tough day
Kurt
out.
Mitchell and the boys are looking for a sponsor, don't you?
Yeah, if
If you're
anyone's-
keen to want to have a chat, Lisa at 18footers.com or Jess at 18footers.com if you would like to see your company branding on that boat.
Okay, big snakes and ladders up the track. Shore and Partners and Balmain on the left, and a spot here with not much wind and then plenty. Shore and Partners just about into the puff, and in front of them has it.
Finport hasn't got it.
Yeah.
Oh, Balmain's.
Balmain.
Look at Balmain have fallen off it. Boy, it's tricky.
Did you bring your boat out for this afternoon, Pete? Lend it to a few of your mates. Just coming into view, Shipways.
Oh, here we go. Look at this.
Shipways.
First of the year.
Small toy.
First idiot kumquat head of the year. Look at him. Look at this. Bloody Queen Mary ploughing through the fleet. That's the go. Go a bit faster. Look
God,
at
it
that.
makes a bloody waves, doesn't
Oh, dear, oh dear. Would he be giving him a serve?
it? And for the viewers, Woody famous for exchanging expletives, shall we say, with the US President Jimmy Carter when he visited once upon a day.
Look at that. Just right across the bow of Shore and Partners and Yandoo.
It's a 100-footer.
There's Shore and Partners just getting in the bouncy water. Probably better to front those when you're going upwind than when you're going downwind. But now the breeze in the right again. Yandoo lifting nicely. Balmain couldn't get back. He got pinned in on the left. Tried to get back, but he couldn't get back. Fascinating this. Finport's got to judge whether they need to tack back or not. Oh, you'd have to come back, you'd think. There's Balmain and Yandoo,
but he's enjoying it right now because he's in pressure. And the guys further back have got less wind. Yandoo here that we're looking at on screen now got less wind and just picked up a bit now. But now Finport with less. And Balmain
and Yandoo are high.
High right, so the breeze further right down to leeward, but running out of pressure.
Look at Yandoo just walking over the top of Balmain there with one puff.
Yep.
Yandoo hurting big time here. But you'd have to hand it to Shore and Partners. She's done a terrific job. 2 capsizes, one with a spinnaker up, and she's right in this race.
It's there to give them a bit of a touch-up if they're not careful.
Oh, that's a terrific effort. But still a lot of sailing left in this event. Finport leads. Oh, Yandoo's just run out of gas here.
Yep.
Sure.
Yep. Shore and Partners on the short mark.
Yeah.
So Pete, look up. Yandoo tacked in basically no wind.
Oh.
But still, he's
But
closing.
Yandoo's got not much either. They're both bow pointing at each other.
Here goes Woody now.
Yandoo will get it before Yandoo, I think.
Wow.
Look at that. So Yandoo was clear ahead of Yandoo before. Now it's reversed. Now Finport's tacked in a good high left.
Yeah, he's done it well this beat.
So Yandoo's now got a terrific lift. I think, yeah, Finport's got to get up there and cover them stay in the right, I think.
Well, he's got some good left. He's going to more pressure on the right-hand side.
Balmain hanging in that left-hand side. I don't think he's going to win out there. Here's Yandoo.
So you can,
There's Yandoo and Finport.
See the distance of the lead there.
Well, he's closed up again, Yandoo. He's stayed in that right-hander a lot longer than Finport had. Finport's just done a good job to get across him.
I think Finport will be fine, Pete. He's got
he's fine, yeah.
a minute up his sleeve there.
How far does he keep going here?
He can tag now.
Yeah, I'd be thinking about it. Right on the gas. 3, 2, 1. Come on, Keegan. There he goes. Yep. Good boy.
And he reach into the mark from there.
So they're both going to the furthest mark.
And Balmain's burgled their way out of this on this edge.
He's
high right on the left edge.
Tried to get back, he couldn't get back, but he's still in the left with height. Anyway, we'll see him in a moment. They're the
leaders.
Finport leads. Balmain not out of it. Shore and Partners also in it because they're going to the shortest mark. Don't forget 3 marks in this course. They go round depending on your handicap. The low handicappers go to the furthest mark. Spilson Park in the background, the beach under repair. Won't be open till March of next year. It's been out of action for about 2 summers.
I was just about to ask you what's going on with that beach of yours, Pete.
The best beach is on the harbour. It's a long story, but it's still not open. But anyway, there's Yandoo. Steel Point. Okay, now there's Balmain in 6th. Who's going to get the breeze first? There's a bit of breeze coming. Balmain's done a pretty good job here, Andrew, you know.
Yeah, no, held his nerve. So for the next little bit, Pete, Balmain's got less pressure. Finport now in the next line coming out of Watson's Bay. Rolling through the water, rumbling really well. You can have a look at that in the back of the screen there.
Yeah.
And
Balmain, Henry Larkins, he sailed the 18s last year as a rookie and made a very good fist of it. A lot of success in the 29er class.
yeah, and he did sail some very good races
Yeah.
toward the end of the year.
Yeah, they came real good towards
Yeah.
the end of the year.
Terrific.
Crew Finn Toomey, third season in the 18s. Sailed with Henry last year. And Finn Sprott,
So Pete,
also a 29er sailor.
looking up now, you can see how much Finport made up there. It paid to spend the money to get to the right.
Yes.
Again. Because these guys have got a fair way to sail on port tack to get to their marks. Finport, I think, reaching in now almost. In the right place to be doing so anyway. Shaw and Partners also going pretty good. Not in shot trips, but
And the big loser's been Yandoo. He's dropped right back.
out of it.
Yep, he was really got his nose up there, but
He might have the winter coat on, Pete. You don't know. Put him on the scales, I reckon.
there's the Western Channel pile line, just going to behind sixth.
So I think Pete Finport might lead on the water after the unwind even. Almost. Almost.
Oh,
Be close anyway.
yeah, he's lifting. He's probably close to the lay. Good
Crack-
pressure.
He's cracked sheets.
And there's pressure coming to Balmain as well here.
Roaring along.
Balmain are going to get it to get back, but yeah, it's a race now, I think, between Balmain and Finport.
Yandoo's not too far away. Shaw and Partners not too far away.
No, and they're short mark
Yep.
people.
Exactly.
But Yandoo and Finport are going to the furthest mark, which is the actual Beashel buoy.
But Finport's going at that Mark 3 springs with the jib
and
out of the
sprung.
cleat.
Beautiful.
As instructed.
Okay.
Only took him 2 laps to learn. It's all right.
Balmain not far off attack.
Yeah. Wow. Shaw and Partners might come out all right too, Pete.
Balmain going to the middle mark. Tacked. Yeah, I think Finport probably could lead on the water here, Andrew. As you said.
Didn't I just say that, Pete?
Yeah, as I said, as you said. As you said, weren't you listening?
Good bit of pressure for them too. Get
Well-
the chute on and go, boys.
You put the chute on and drop late, is that
Yep.
what you do?
Yep.
And Yandoo's closed up a bit. Yeah.
Well, Balmain's going to be second.
No,
Oh, no, Shaw and Partners is going to be second, sorry. Balmain's got to go to the next mark, indeed. Wow.
Yeah, Shaw and Partners, nice job. They've laid that mark as we're watching Yandoo tack at the Beashel buoy.
Shaw and Partners going to lead. How about that? Temporarily.
Yes, Shaw and Partners.
Oh, maybe not.
Well, yeah, they will.
Finport, too much bang on, boys.
Oh, Shaw and Partners round the short mark.
Yep. So there's a race. But
And Balmain round the middle mark. So on the water at the moment, Shaw and Partners just getting their spinnaker up.
Finport will take the lead off from
Finport
here.
about to roll them
Yeah.
with Balmain third, Yandoo fourth, then sixth will be next, and then Yandoo.
No, 6 won't be next
No,
week.
he won't. He has. I thought he was going to lay there, but he's well short.
He's understood. The other
Yeah.
guys are reaching into the mark. Yandoo, he's at the mark. And Yandoo nearly could delay Seti. Oh, it probably doesn't work. Probably gets you up into not enough wind.
Nice breeze coming out of Watson's Bay as the fleet storm off to Shark Island. And the case will be here. When do you drop the spinnaker to get round the island?
Well, what was demonstrated last time, but it might be different this time, is that you needed to get pretty close to line up with the white light on the corner of the island. But there's more wind, I think, in a general sense this time, so we'll see. It might be need to be dropped a little earlier. And perhaps direction a little further to the right, looking upwind.
Okay, well, Finport has rolled Shaw and Partners as sixth goes round the middle mark, and just going to be rolled by Yandoo, who went round the furthest mark. So the order at the moment is Finport lead, Shaw and Partners, Balmain, Yandoo, and sixth. They're the only boats that are around on the final second last run to the finish, round Shark Island, and then the race to the finish off Clark Island. So they're all trying to get those bows up to get up to Shark Island. Finport's just got a puff there. So the deal is who drops first, Andrew? Here. Now they've all got a good puff. Yandoo's working high, looks okay. Shaw and Partners off to the races down to leeward.
Shaw and Partners trying to find the pothole. The problem for Yandoo, Pete, is he'll run out of wind. He's high enough, he'll run out of wind.
Yandoo, yes, yeah.
Sorry, Yandoo, yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
But at the moment, he's sort of pointing more at the mark than the others. Now he's got the puff, so he's almost parallel with them, but he gained a little advantage by getting some weather gauge. It's Finport now that have got their bow up. Shaw and Partners still right in this as well after two capsizes.
Yeah, Shaw and Partners off a long mark, so shorter marks to go to. And I know that sounds like a contradiction, but
yeah, but anyway, Emma's done a fantastic job. First big hit out in the 18s. Now they're in sort of a static mode here. They're all just sort of bow up and.
Well, remember how far Finport carried it last time?
Yeah.
They carried it almost to the white line on the corner of the island, and so
Finport's run out of breeze a little.
Yep. And as ever, dangerous circumstances here under Nielsen Park.
There they go.
And easterly wind.
It's Balmain that have got the pressure now.
What's your mate, Mr. Winning here, Pete?
Yeah, he's high. Oh, there's a couple of really sneaky puffs drifting over the point here at Nielsen Park. They could cause a bit of mayhem, but it's Yandoo at the moment. He's getting up there. Keegan would be nervous on Finport, looking around.
And
now stubbed their toe there, Yandoo.
Yep, and Finport got the puff.
Yes,
simultaneously.
Yeah. Oh, look at Yandoo.
And that's a good toe stub. And that's just caused by the breeze getting unstable behind the hill here.
Shaw and Partners, will they going to drop, are they?
They're having a will we won't we moment, I think.
Yeah. Finport's hanging on. He'll think he'll carry it as far as he can down to this island and shoot up.
Yep. So for the
northeastern side,
not accustomed to watching, the bow comes up. The minimum bow up is about 20 degrees from when the spinnaker is up to when the spinnaker's not up. The bow has to come up 20 degrees to keep the flow attached and the boat sailing reasonably fast.
So Shaw and Partners has dropped.
Yep, so he's the lowest. Finport not far off, I'd say.
No, he's got a really good puff there. Yandoo is dropping behind in fourth spot.
Yep.
Balmain's still got the orange spinnaker up. So it's still to play for here. Goes Finport.
Here goes Finport
on the drop, yep.
Good drop from the
Balmain
Finport.
dropping. So they've all four have dropped.
So Finport back to two guys on the end of the wing, which is the little benchmark.
And Yandoo,
You're
not
rolling.
much pressure. Balmain just getting a bit of pressure if they drop.
Yep.
Shaw and Partners coming up from Leeward. They'll probably be second, very close to Balmain.
Yandoo looked like they dropped too early, Pete.
Yes, I think they did. They got
Still got
high.
pressure though.
Yeah, it just, yeah, it's still game on here. I think Finport's probably favoured at the moment.
Yeah, Finport's got a good 20 seconds.
Yeah, he gauged that pretty nicely, Keegan. He dropped at the right time. Just a nice two-sail reach into the mark.
Yep.
And it's just all two-sail reaching now. Yandoo, Balmain and Shaw and Partners. But here's the race leader. And there's the other three vying out for second. That's where probably the battle's going to be for second. Finport almost at the mark. In a nice puff.
Great.
Down, spinning her up.
Yep.
And then VMG run to the finish. There's your round now. And Yandoo will just get over these other two into second spot. Finport spinning her up and gone.
Yep.
Here comes Yandoo.
Yeah, they shouldn't catch Finport from there. Good effort.
Okay, Yandoo's around. Shaw and Partners third. Balmain four, and then a long gap to Yandoo in fifth spot. So these four going for the three podium positions. Not much breeze. All good spinning ascents here. Finport in the distance got a really good puff to get down in towards Point Piper. To see him with the black chute. He's jumped away there. He almost doubled his distance. What was the delta there, Andrew?
Well, 20 seconds, but
Yeah.
it looks a little more now.
Now Yandoo's got a puff. Shaw and Partners got it as well. Balmain missed it there. Now they're just getting it. Finport going right into the towards the yachts at the Royal Prince Edward Yacht Club at Point Piper. There's a race in three for two podium spots here. There's Finport out on starboard already. He's clear, well clear. Maybe still a few little traps to negotiate before you get to the finish, which is down off Clark Island. Committee boat in position, we can see in the distance, but there's Yandoo and Shaw and Partners with the orange of Balmain trying to get low in pressure. Now Shaw and Partners jibes first. Balmain coming across on port will probably jibe early. There he goes, yes. Yandoo sticking his nose out to leeward of Shaw and Partners. Finport nice and comfortable going out on starboard. What do you do here? Every one and in, or just have a couple that goes at it?
No, jibing's fairly expensive, Pete. Try and get there in two.
Okay, well he's...
You know, for these boys in the lead, they'd be... I don't think they'd have any doubt about what their jibe angle is. Pretty close to 90 degrees in this wind strength.
Phil Marshall and Matt Stenter with Keegan, York.
Yeah.
As I said, Australian champion last year, runner-up in the JJs. So a nice steady start for these boys this season.
Phil enjoying looking into the sun to trim the chute.
Just looking around for a bit of pressure. You can have a look at the jibe angle.
I think Matty's calling a jibe angle here.
In the background, Yandoo's jumped away clearly into second place now. These other two are fighting between Shaw and Partners and Balmain for third, I think. We're watching Finport, probably the final jive and in, I think.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty
nice jive, lovely jive.
Pretty good shot he's got there. The jive mark just against the end of the island, looking through him now, just there. He's not quite gone far enough.
No, probably a bit short.
Probably 80 degrees there, and he probably needed the extra 10. But
see Yandoo on a good little header to get the bow down, but Finport's still well clear. The race still on for second and third.
Yeah, it looks like there might be some compression at the headland, Pete, for the slate.
Okay,
Balmain, sorry. Balmain racing.
Yandoo jive. You went a bit further than Finport, but Finport will probably have one more jive and in, I think. Not quite laying the finish. And here comes the attack out for Yandoo. Balmain on a nice header with the orange spinnaker.
Yeah, Balmain's going to get second, Pete.
I think they might. I think Yandoo might have handed it to them. It's going to be close. Anyway, we'll concentrate on the leader. Now Finport's got a lovely puff. Judged them perfectly. Great win here to Finport. He's 30 metres from home. First race of the new season, the Spring Championship. Off a scratch,
coming in hot too.
Off a scratch handicap, went to the longest mark each time. Keegan York, Phil Marshall, Phil Stenner,
Matty Stenner.
Matt Stenner, well done.
Good showing, guys.
Very good job. Nice job. Had their moments, but
and who's going to get second after all
at
that?
the moment he is second. Balmain driving early. I think
just don't know.
Yandoo's going to get down there. He'll get second.
No, he might have.
I think he'll be right.
Hasn't quite trapped him. No.
Sure.
No, when he's in front of his 30 years.
Yeah. So Balmain third. Yandoo coming across now in second.
Yeah. So Yandoo, pretty good close race there.
Yeah. Balmain third. And Shaw and Partners, after a couple of mishaps with two capsizes, one upwind and one downwind, she got a fourth.
They'll stay on the long mark for next week. That's okay.
But it was a good effort. I mean, they looked quick upwind and put the boat in the right position. There's Shaw and Partners.
Got to obey rule one. Rule one is, repeat after me, keep the black thing pointing up. What's rule two? Rule two is see rule one.
Keep the blue stuff below you.
Yep. Ooh.
Okay. Then Yandoo will be fifth. John Winning Jr., Sevi Jarvin and Sam Newton.
Good recovery from being fullback on the first lap.
They certainly got their act together and got in front of Yandoo at one stage, but it was so tricky, those beats, it was hard to maintain your position. And the next boat will be in sixth position, will be sixth.
6 in 6.
6 in 6, yep.
They didn't spell it correctly, Pete. No H.
Nathan Edwards, Alex Leslie and Lockie Pryor. They were there or thereabouts all race. It's nicely coming into the finish, and there's sort of dying east or easterly breeze. That's been a lovely sailing day. Nathan, a champion 16-foot skiff sailor from the Middle Harbour Club. He won't be unhappy with that performance either. Sixth is 6. And then a long gap. Probably Smeg would be next, I think. Looking back, they're just about 6 boats have rounded Shark Island, and 7 boats haven't. They're running to the finish now. So it's Fisher Paykel might be putting a bit of a mark down for 7th here. There's Smeg. There's the yellow spinnaker of the 18-footer bar and restaurant. Go a bit further left, we'll see Fisher Paykel with a black spinnaker. Just off shot at the moment, there he is. And Marine Outlet here, he's improved dramatically. He's going hard for 7th here, Johnny Cooley. With Cam Gundy and Charlie Gundy. Now, who gets the honours here, Andrew? Who are we going for? Oh, wow. Marine Outlet jibing. He's come back on starboard.
I think Smeg crosses him.
Smeg will cross him, I think. Probably jibed a bit early, has he?
Yeah.
The 18 Bar and Restaurant.
18 Bar and Restaurant has got the lay line better, but everybody's got a jibe, so just a question of...
Oh, yes, it's starboard tack advantage here. Oh, they're jibing early. Oh, okay. So Marine Outlet could get there. Oh, not a great jibe on the 18-footers. Bar and Restaurant. Fisher Paykel hammering in on port.
Coming to join the party.
Looks like Smeg will probably do it.
Smeg's going to get there. Got one more jibe, but...
This is close. Marine Outlet's got a puff.
Oh, Marine Outlet's got him back.
Oh, he's going to do it.
Marine Outlet got the ley line a little better than Smeg. Well, they're going to end up overlapped. And then Smeg can ask for some room.
Okay, Marine Outlet jibing.
18-footers restaurant.
Oh, 18-footers is over. No, right on the finish line. Marine Outlet 7. John Cooley, good job. Smeg 8. There you go.
Fisher and Paykel. Oh, hello.
A bit of Fisher Paykel 9th, and Willie. Then the who we got next? Jimmy. This is the
Royal Oak.
He'll get in 10th. And the poor old 18-footers joins the swimming club and could almost drift over to the next position, but disappointing though. Big battle on there for 6th, 7th and 8th, or 7th, 8th and 9th.
We can get some prawns off the Marine Outlet a bit later.
Yeah. So, hope you're watching there, Mark and Catherine from Wandsworth. Johnny Cooley came home with a absolute flyer to grab 7th position. So
next across the line, the Kitchen Maker.
Oh yeah, Kitchen Maker's here. Lachlan Steele, Jerome Watson, Ben Kirkby. Haven't seen much of them today.
No, they sailed a pretty good last lap, actually.
Yeah.
Not looking too promising early, but...
And then all that's left, I think, is the Burrowang.
You got Burrowang,
and
Max Red, and Your Name Here are the only other...
Yes, they're just... Your Name Here is just going around Balmain, about the Shark Island mark. Here's the Burrowang, Simon Nern. He was up early, but back late. So I think we've seen a great race today, Andrew. First race, so it's had a bit of everything.
Yeah, no, technically complex. The scratch boat won, which is unusual. So now everybody else has kicked off scratch for next week, the way the handicapping system works. So Finport making a little mark and pushing Yandoo and Yandoo out to a couple of minutes handicap.
And a much better day for Matt Stenter than yesterday in the 16s at Manly, that's for sure.
Had a bit of drama, yeah. Anyway, look, I think, hope you've enjoyed it. We've enjoyed, obviously, bringing it to you on a sparkling day on the harbour. We're back next week. I think it's another 3-boy race. 2:45 start, Sydney time.
And the weatherman is telling us might be quite strong southerly, Pete. Something to look forward to.
A week out, a strong southerly. Okay, I'll hold you to that, Andrew. How fresh? How fresh?
20 maybe?
Oh, okay. Well, stay tuned. Okay, well, we'll just wrap up today. As I said, thank you for joining us. Finport was the winner, Keegan York. John Winning in Yandoo was second. Balmain third, a very good performance by Balmain. Skippered by Henry Larkins. And Shaw and Partners, Emma Rankin. Very impressive performance, 2 capsizes, but still managed 4th. So on behalf of all the Sail Media team here, I've enjoyed bringing it to you on the first day for the new season. A lovely day. We're just seeing the breeze die somewhat now, and the couple of the stragglers coming into the finish. So the day belonged to Finport. Hope you've enjoyed it. On behalf of Jim Bury, Andrew Buckland and all the tech team, thanks for joining us, and we look forward to your company next Sunday from Sydney Harbour. This is Peter Shipway wishing you a very good afternoon.